Hi, guys and dolls. How are you? I hope you're well. So, let's just jump right in, shall we? Because a narcissist is disconnected from you, and because they're delusional, a lot of them are extremely delusional. I told you I know of three individuals who are severely mentally off, and all three of them are convinced that they are affiliated with the mafia. Which, if you really were, you wouldn't be telling the whole world that you are. You wouldn't even talk about it. So yeah, it's just this fantasy world that they live in. Um, they will deliberately put you in danger. And then they will lie about what happened. Okay? So, for example, if people were to find out, we'll use Hippie because I told you he's a case study. Um, for example, when I had that heat related illness in the park and I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker, almost to the point of puking, if I would have had to call an ambulance because he was useless, he was occupying air and space, and he was absolutely completely useless. So if I had to call an ambulance because I was getting worse and worse, if people were to find out later, and they would find out, I'd make sure about that. They'd say, "Oh my God, you left her when she was sick. You didn't pay attention to her." Da 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 da. Instead of saying that I got sick, because lying is as easy to them as breathing, he would switch the story around and say, well, she got sick because she didn't want to leave the park. She was just determined to have fun in the park by herself, and she knew that I was ready to go, and she deliberately stayed there. That's how she got sick. Did that happen? No. In their delusional mind, did it happen? Oh, yeah. That's exactly how it went down. I went to the roof. It's a bar and a grill type of deal. It's a bar and a restaurant. They close at stop serving food about 8, I think. But it's a classy joint, okay? So I went there with a guy who was a statue, another narcissist, another dead person. They have no emotions unless it comes to themselves. If it pertains to them, they've got lots of emotions. But when it comes to you, they're dead. So you're basically going out with a corpse. Corpse might be more entertaining. Anyway, so if the guy that was a predator, if he was there that night when I was with the statue and I left before him and I got sexually assaulted in the elevator by the predator, he would not intervene. He would let me continue to be assaulted because he's dead inside. And you being attacked, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not being attacked. You are. So he would probably go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take the next elevator. You guys are busy." And then when it was all said and done, he would probably tell people, "Yeah, she was having sex with another guy in the elevator. Now, that's not what happened. I was being raped." But in his twisted little narcissistic head, I left him for someone else. This is how deformed their brains are. This is how twisted their reality is. Their reality is not real. If those same people were to talk to you, they'd get a completely different story. Yeah, a guy grabbed me and sexually assaulted me if this is what happened. He assaulted me, he saw that I was being assaulted, and he deliberately waited for the next elevator. Is that what the narcissist is going to say? No. They're going to say you were cheating on them and you're such a hoe that you were doing it right in front of them. Because they don't want to intervene. So they have to make it like they are the victim and you did something on purpose to hurt them. If you think I'm kidding, you better think again. I am as serious as a heart attack. That is how jacked up their thought process is. That's how twisted and dysfunctional they are. So if you know two people, one of them is a good person, and you find out through one of them that the other person is a narcissist, you better find out from the good person what really happened. Bear with me, because I'm toasty, as usual. You better find out from the good person what really happened, because the narcissist is going to tell you all kinds of bullshit that never, ever took place, that never happened, never, ever happened. They will set you up to be hurt. They will set you up to be raped. They will set you up to be killed. The only way I think they actually might intervene is if there's a crowd of people there. Then they might intervene because they're trying to perpetrate that they're a hero. Oh my God, he's such a great guy. He saved this woman from being attacked. Oh my God. So in that situation, they'd intervene, not because they're protecting your safety, but because it makes them look good. Everything goes back to them. If you're with a narcissist, dating them, your job is to make them feel good. It's not about you. You just happen to be the vehicle they're using to make themselves feel good. If you are engaged to them, same thing. If you marry this person, which I strongly advise that you don't, unless you want to marry the devil, okay? They marry you, it's because they get benefits from being married. It makes everybody go, you're married? That's awesome. Tell me more about how long you've been married. Oh my God. And they get a lot of attention for being married. They get a slave. They get a baby dispenser. They get a cheerleader, a cook. They get, therapists. They get all kinds of things from you to use you up and to get attention. So you might be the person who's getting married to them, but you are just the obstacle that they are using for their own benefit. You're not a team. You're there to serve a purpose. And once the high wears off of them being with you, and the high will wear off, that's when they start cheating with other people. Okay? Regardless of some of them telling the lie, I believe in monogamy, which is the biggest freaking lie I've ever heard in my life, because that person was scoping out someone else while they were with me. So do not go, I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not go by what they say. Go by what they do. Don't go by what they say, go by what they do. Because look at how many times in churches, for example, the pastor's talking about, don't fornicate before you're married. Sex outside of marriage is bad. And marriage and love is between a man and a woman, and faithfulness, and you made vows before God. And Meanwhile, he's scoping out women in the church to have sex with. Did I go there? Yeah. I'm not a good whistler. But yeah, he's looking for women in the church to have sex with. Might even have babies from women in the church. While he's talking about what you should and should not do when you're married and before you made vows before God, and I do in the eyes of God, and marriage is matrimonial. It's a beautiful connection, and don't go by what they say. Go by what they do. There's a lot of churches where there is infidelities, pedophilia, child trafficking, drugs, all up in and through the church. So are you going to go by what the man of God says? Or are you going to go by what he does? Because if he's having private Bible studies and the people that he's teaching about the Bible happen to be good-looking women, there's a possibility there's something else going on. Come over to my house when my wife's not here so we could get closer to God. Yeah, okay. No. I realized today, because there was a guy that was a predator on the roof with me. Those of you who don't know, my friend basically threw me to him. He was scoping out women. He didn't want me messing up his groove. So he up here telling this dude who's a black guy, and I don't date black guys, and I don't deal with them. They're aggressive about the sex, and they're staring at you like, damn girl, damn. This predator did not care that was ignoring him. He did not care that I was talking to other people. He did not care that I had no contact with him at all. He didn't care. And my friend handed me over to him. He said, "Hey, she needs someone to dance with." Let me explain something. Women never need a dance partner. Let me repeat that. Women never need a dance partner because we could dance alone or we could dance with other women. We definitely don't need a predator to dance with. And he turned into a predator. He's a straight up hood rat, probably from Kansas City or St. Louis. He's a predator. He's looking for a woman to hook onto because he asked me about my finances. "Are you looking for a job?" I said, "Why? Are you hiring?" He's trying to find out what your finances are. Okay? Because if you say, "No, I'm not looking for a job. I already have a job." "Oh, what kind of job do you have?" See what I'm saying? I want to know what kind of money you have because I'm going to sponge and attach myself to you like the parasite that I am. Now, my friend would have protected me if this person would have attacked me. The predator is the type of person that if you say, "I'm not interested, I don't know why you're pushing so fucking hard, but you need to stop. I'm not interested." He's the type to haul off and punch you in your face and say, "Well, F you, bitch." Okay, he's one of those. Because boundaries mean absolutely nothing to him. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Zero. Big fat zero. Your boundaries mean nothing. The fact that you don't want me in your face means nothing. The fact that you don't want me digging in your personal finances, which is none of his goddamn business or anybody else's business, I don't give a shit. That means nothing. So what would make anybody think that he wouldn't try to rape me on the elevator? He don't care about no other boundaries. Why would he care about that? He wants what he wants when he wants it. He has a rapist mentality. I was there with my friend. So if he would have came out of his neck or tried to do something horrible to me or attack me and my friend were to find out, my friend would have lit his ass on fire. He would have beat him to a pulp. Now, if I had gone up there with Statue, that guy that I went out with once, he wouldn't have done anything. He would watch me get assaulted and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys," as if we're having a romantic interlude with soft lighting and candles. "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry." And he'd go the other way, go in the opposite direction, knowing that I'm being attacked. In his mind, and his ego would get involved and his ego would tell him she's cheating on you. Even though I'm being assaulted, a crime is being, if the guy attacked me, he would have considered that we're having a romantic interlude and I was cheating on him. So their reality is not real. The twistedness in their oatmeal-filled brain is not, that we have brain tissue, they have oatmeal, all right? Their reality is not real. What happened did not happen. If somebody who is a narcissist is involved with your friend and your friend is honest and the narcissist is not going to be honest, I'm telling you right now, and they tell you some bullshit about, "Oh yeah, your girlfriend, she was hoeing around in the elevator." Meanwhile, the girlfriend, she was being attacked. But in his mind, you're a hoe and you are humping a total stranger right in front of him. Okay? So don't listen to the narcissist because they're going to lie. Let me repeat that. They're going to lie. Because they have to come off as a victim. Just like Hippie telling one of the girls he went out with one time that she's psychotic. She's not psychotic. He got his feelings hurt because she didn't want to go out with him again. Okay? He had to come off like a victim again and say that he had to do an investigation on what's required for a restraining order because I was a threat to him. I was never a threat to him. Do you see how easy the lies flip off their tongue, do it like a little cartwheel off their tongue? Because they have to be a victim. They have to get attention. They have to have somebody, let's pretend this is the narc. They have to have somebody say, "Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God, you went through such horrific things. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, you poor thing. She tried to assault you. Let's go to the police department. I'll go with you. Come here. I know that had to be a horrible experience." Don't fall for that bullshit. Don't fall for that. It's a lie. It's a lie. Bold-faced lie. So they will put you in danger, let you stay in a dangerous situation, and then twist the story to other people. Okay? That's what they're going to do. And if you go out with somebody, I'm just going to tell you right now, because I learned this the hard way. If the guy that was scoping me out another predator was scoping me in the front of the hotel when Statue left the roof to go get his car, this individual there's a difference between a guy's checking you out because he thinks you're hot or cute or whatever is going on in his head. There's a difference between that and a feeling of danger. When this person is staring at you, you feel danger. That's what I felt when Statue went to go get the car. Because another black dude who's quite aggressive, not saying white people can't be aggressive, but I've had lots of bad luck with black guys. That's why I don't deal with them. But anyway, not to say they're all bad, so chill, baby, chill. Statue went to go get the car. Dude was sitting in the front in a car, just sitting there. Rolled down his back window checking me out. And then rolled down the passenger window checking me out. He was on the driver's side. Now you see me through the window. The window is clear. Why do you have to roll down the windows to get my attention? I was creeped out. So I didn't realize that Statue had already pulled up in the front. I walked past Statue's car and went back in the hotel because I'm trying to get away from this individual. I know now that if I ever went out with someone and I didn't know they were a narcissist, but I found out that they were completely disconnected from me when we went out, I know that if danger hits the fan, I'm on my own. I better have mace on me, or I better have some type of weapon on me, because if something hits the fan right in front of the narcissist, they're going to leave me. Or sit and eat popcorn and watch it happen. Because they enjoy the drama. They enjoy putting you in a situation. That's how fucking sick they are. They enjoy watching you be in a situation where your life is in danger. They love that. They probably think it's funny. So if you go out with someone and you find out that they are a narc and they're disconnected from it, there's a strong possibility if something hits the fan, you're on your own. You better have a weapon on you. And you better drop him, that person, woman, man, whatever. You better drop them immediately when this is all done. Never see them again, never talk to them again, block them on everything. Because if you're going to be in the lion's den, especially a female with a guy, if you're going to be in the lion's den on your own with this individual, you need to protect, and you have to protect yourself, you need to dump them. Okay? You need to drop them like the bad monster and evil nightmare that they are. You need to dump them. They will keep you in danger. They will encourage you to get raped, assaulted, knocked down the stairs, or whatever it is. Somebody knock you down, take your purse. They'll stand right there and watch the whole thing happen. Will they call the cops? Nah. Why would they? That's not their purse that got snatched. Why would they? Nobody talks about this. I promise you. Nobody on YouTube is going to tell you this, but I will. If y'all find a video that talks about this, by all means, share the link with me. But I have never, ever, ever seen somebody talk about that. If you are with a narcissist and something goes down, you are on your own. Your life is in your hands. Unless, like I said, the only exception would be if there's a crowd and they want to show off in front of the crowd. Because I went to Hippie's church one time and he was pretending he's a nice guy because he's trying to kiss their ass and he's trying to pretend he's a nice guy to them, right? So he came around and opened my door for me and he overheard one of the ladies that saw that outside, and said, "Oh, he opens the door for her." He did it for attention. And then he had the nerve to tell me, because he was so proud of himself. He was so proud of how gentlemanly he is. He had the nerve to tell me, "Oh yeah, did you hear what she said? She said, oh, he opened the door for her. Aw." Oh, girl, you don't know who he really is. You got to be kidding me. Left me in danger. Left me sick and stranded in the park almost by myself because he didn't give a damn. Don't let that shit fool you. Everything that sparkles is not gold. As usual. Oh. Anyway, Yeah, everything that glitters is not gold. It's called fool's gold. Okay? So yeah, if you're with a person like that, your life is in danger. If something hits a fan, your life is in danger. There's a strong possibility. Unless they want kudos for saving you. And there would have to be a huge crowd. Because saving you wouldn't benefit you as much as it'll benefit their ego. Ooh, did I go there? Yes, I did. Everything they do is to show off. Everything they do is to perpetrate nice person. So, all the more reason why you need to drop this person when your life is in danger, because they're not going to bother trying to save you. You know what? I remember, nowadays men are so used to women being floozies that they're not even willing to take you out anymore. Hippie stopped taking me on dates because he was tired of spending his precious woman/money. He was tired of that. So he eventually quit dating me because he'd rather lay his skinny ass on the bed and watch Netflix all the time. Anyway, so cheap motherfucker. I swear to God, I have never seen anybody more cheap in my life. Like my friend said, he's tighter than bark on a tree. You damn straight he is. But anyway, everything they do is for them. It's not for you. It's not for you. You get married, going on a honeymoon to Hawaii. If you married the wrong person, you married a narc, that trip is for them. You just happen to be benefiting from it. But they'll only save you if there's a crowd, because they want to come off like the hero. Oh my God, you saved your woman's life. I can't believe it. Oh my God, what a good man. Everything is about sex nowadays. Everybody's screwing on a first date and everything else. People don't value their body. They just don't. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect their body. But I remember when there was a shooting in a movie theater. I can't remember the state that this happened in. But, sorry. Okay. I'm actually babysitting my friend's house today, so making sure there's nothing weird going on. Anyway, I remember the guy was with the girl in the movie theater, and the shots rang out. Give me a minute. He threw his body on top of her to protect her. And he got killed and she survived. And the first thing that I thought was, for once it wasn't about sex. For once, a man actually did what a man is supposed to do. Protect his woman. And I commend him. He's a hero in my book. He did lose his life, and that's very tragic, and that makes me really sad. But at the same time, it wasn't about what can I get from you, because that's the society we live in now. Gimme, 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 gimme. Put something right here. What can I get from you? Okay? That's what our society is all about now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And for once, it wasn't about that. For once, it was about, you're with me. I want to keep you safe. It's my responsibility as a man to keep you safe. It wasn't even a thought process in his brain. He threw himself on top of her. Not too many men do that anymore. They're not really worried about, I'm not saying they're all like that, but for the men who will protect a woman or protect women or whatever, I'm really proud of you, because that's not the norm nowadays. It seems like to each his own, survival of the fittest. I saw a video where construction workers were standing around and one of them spit on this lady, which is one of the most vulgar things you could ever do, most vile things you could ever do to someone. The other guys just pretended they didn't see it. Back in the day, all the guys would have beat him to a pulp. You don't treat a lady like that. What the hell is wrong with you? They would have beat the living hell out of him. He'd be begging for death when they were done. Nowadays, I guess you're on your own. So ladies, if you do find out too late, almost too late, that the person you went out with or that you're involved with doesn't give a shit about your safety, you better drop that individual like a bad habit. Because I look at it like this. If you're going to be in a bad situation and you have to deal with everything by yourself, then you might as well be by yourself. Because you're by yourself when you're with this individual. You're by yourself anyway. So what's the difference? They're not going to protect you. If you're walking in the woods and a pack of wolves showed up and they're sniffing around and they want to get you, that person's probably going to take off running. Which might be a good thing because they'll go chasing him. So that they might do you a favor and go ahead and eat him. Which no one will miss you because you don't care about nobody but you anyway. So let them run off because that'll make their instincts kick in and they'll chase the prey and then you could get out of there and you could be safe. No, but seriously, in all seriousness, if you're going to be, your safety and your well-being is on your own, it's your responsibility. If you're with this person, you might as well dump them because they're useless. They don't want to take you out. You're not worth me spending my precious $2 on. Okay? You're not worth me, spending quality time with you unless it's on my terms. You're not worth me protecting. If you're going to be assaulted, because men are always hunting. Predators are always hunting. They're always looking for their next victim. If you're going to be on your own, baby, you might as well be on your own because you're on your own with this person, which is even worse than being alone. Think about that. If you're going to be on your own, you might as well be on your own. Because you will get assaulted and they will either stand and watch and eat popcorn or they're going to leave. She ran off with some other man. I knew she was a floozy. They held hands and she ran off giggling into the sunset with this man. Mind you, that's not what happened. She got assaulted by a stranger and he didn't want to get involved. Dump him. Because back in the day, men used to protect women. Long time ago. That's pretty comical. If you're going to be alone and your safety is in your own hands, then you might as well dump this person because you're alone anyway. Make sense? Good. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.